Hello and welcome back to the video series dedicated to the high-level overview of the LEED Green Associate Exam Preparation Guide LEED V4 edition. In this video, we're going to cover Chapter 2, the test process. And the objectives of the chapter is to understand how the LEED Green Associate exam is scored, then to describe the registration process, exam format, policies, and credential requirements, identify reference materials that can be used to prepare for the exam, and apply tips for studying and taking the exam. So preparing for the LEED Green Associate exam can come with understandable anxiety. To be fully prepared for the exam, it's important to become familiar with the format of the exam and the testing process, to study the reference materials and to take online practice exams. Being prepared for the exam can reduce anxiety and help ensure a passing score. So the exam tests general knowledge of commercial and residential green building practices for both new construction and existing buildings. And that is the first step. After passing your Green Associate exam, you may continue with the accredited professional or AP with different designations, whether it's building design and construction, interior design and construction, and others. So the LEED Green Associate exam is scored out of 200 points, and a score of 170 or above is needed to pass. So upon passing the exam, the candidate may request a certificate and may use the title LEED Green Associate after their last name. And please note that LEED GA is not accepted as a title for the credential, although there are a lot of people who are using that, but that is not right. So the exam format, it is a computer-based testing, and questions and answers are displayed on the computer screen. So you need to go to the test center or take that online, depending on the location that you would like to sit for this exam. So the exam consists of 100 multiple choice questions and is scored between 125 and 200. And again, a score of 170 or above is required for passing the exam. All the question types can create a situation where you really need to make a choice in a very quick time. So that's why you need to properly prepare for the exam. So also after you pass the exam, you need to maintain your credentials, and an individual must meet credential maintenance requirements to keep the credential and listed in the USGBC Directory of Green Associates. So every 2 years, the LEED Green Associates must report 15 hours of continuing education. And if that is not met, the credential will expire and the individual will need to apply to retake the exam. So an important part of the exam prep is to study and understand the concepts. So studying involves obtaining the information required to answer the question throughout the study materials. And actually, this particular exam prep guide is a very good source of such information. So please always get back to the book. There are really good graphics and really good images and some test samples and some quizzes that you can always take a look at. So there are also reference materials, such as the LEED before Green Associate Candidate Handbook. And that's the first step of preparing for the exam. And you need to read it. You can download it for free from the USGBC website, and you should read it cover to cover in order to be ready for the exam. Then exam specifications. So the task and knowledge domains in the LEED Green Associate exam are referred to as the exam specifications. So the various aspects of the task domains that a candidate or Green Associate should experience or accomplish include the following. You need to communicate basic green building concepts. Then you need to do the research and create a library of sustainable building materials and assist others with sustainability goals and serve as a green advocate to clients, team members, and the general public. And you need to always stay current on the updates to LEED and green strategies in general and navigate and LEED online. So that is where the projects are created and submitted. Then assist in managing documentation process and assist in managing timeline of LEED certification. That's something you really need to know and understand. So the main knowledge domains include the following: LEED process, integrative strategies, location and transportation, sustainable sites, water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, materials and resources, indoor environmental quality, project surroundings, and public outreach. So this exam prep guide addresses strategies for fulfilling LEED credit requirements and identify their respective knowledge domains. As far as the primary references, again, this is the LEED Green Associate Handbook that is available online, excuse me. Then the LEED rating systems. So there are different rating systems that include the following. The first one is LEED BD plus C, or Building Design and Construction. Then ID plus C, and that is Interior Design and Construction. LEED O&M, or Building Operations and Maintenance. Then LEED for Neighborhood Development, or LEED ND. LEED for Homes Design and Construction, or LEED Homes. Also, there is a LEED Core Concepts Guide, and that's the Introduction to LEED and Green Building. That's another reference that you can use. Also, when you study for the exam, you after you become familiar with the exam format, you can begin to study for the exam. And the length of time dedicated to study and the depth of material covered depend on the background and education. So when you refer to the book, you will see that there is a new construction checklist, like a scorecard, and other different images that will help you navigate through the course. So, and there are several tips that can be used to make studying for the exam easier and more enjoyable. And those tips include the following. So you need to have a positive attitude. That's number one. Then tell others when you are studying to eliminate interruptions. Take breaks to recharge your mind. Find a quiet place to study. That is important too. Utilize study groups or study with other candidates preparing for the exam. So when you have a study buddy, it's definitely going to be easier. Turn off your cell phone and other electronic devices. So there is a 2-week study plan that is available online as well, and that can help you prepare for the examination. And some people take a little longer. Some people take like 3 months to prepare for the exam. That totally depends on your pace. If you're busy with work and other responsibilities, it's definitely gonna take longer, and that is totally fine. So when you take the exam, it is important to arrive early, and then it is critically important to have the ID that is matching your what is in the USGBC website. So also when you answer the questions, read each question completely and read every possible answer of the multiple choice questions, and then try to answer that and try to eliminate those that are not right. Then after you're done with that, that is important to go back and flag those that you're not really sure about. And then when you have time left, you definitely can go back and check and try to not to fast track. You will have time to answer all those questions. So that is it for chapter 2. Thank you so much. I will see you in chapter 3.